Welcome to this explainer. Okay, let's jump right in because I know exactly why you're here. You were probably just chilling, trying to watch a normal YouTube clip, maybe some news, maybe a funny cat video, and suddenly, bam, your screen literally splits into two weird, identical, rounded boxes. Everything goes sideways, the video looks totally distorted, and you just freeze. Panic sets in, right? You might be staring at your phone at this very second, just wondering what on earth went wrong. Well, take a deep breath. You are in the exact right place. Just think of me as your friendly neighborhood tech expert, the one you call when your digital life suddenly goes sideways. I've got your back, and we are going to fix this together.
Which brings us to the elephant in the room. The question flashing in big red letters in your mind right now, wait, did I just break my phone? Look, let me completely validate that fear for a second. When your phone's screen suddenly completely morphs into an alien layout without your permission, it is scary. It's completely natural that your brain jumps straight to the absolute worst-case scenario. You're thinking, did I click a bad link? Did I just download some nasty malware? Is the screen actually permanently fractured? It looks super bizarre, and it really does mimic those catastrophic glitches we associate with a dead phone or a terrible virus.
But here is the absolute most important thing you need to hear right now. This is emphatically not an error. Actually, scratch the virus idea entirely, it is definitely not a virus. And there is absolutely zero problem with your phone. Your device is perfectly fine. In fact, it's actually working exactly as it was programmed to. It's just doing precisely what it was told to do, just accidentally. There's no malware, no hackers are in your system, and your screen is perfectly intact. So you can go ahead and let go of that sinking feeling in your stomach. Your device is completely safe, and this whole bizarre situation is 100% harmless.
Section 1. Demystifying the split screen. So what exactly is this thing, anyway? Well, you haven't broken your phone, you've basically just teleported it. What you're looking at is called YouTube VR mode, or virtual reality mode. It's simply a special viewing setup designed specifically for VR videos. Think about it like a math equation. Your phone plus a VR headset equals a virtual reality experience. When this mode kicks in, your phone essentially thinks you've just placed it inside a pair of VR goggles, like a Google Cardboard viewer. The reason the screen splits right down the middle? Those two distinct halves correspond to your left and right eyes. When you look through the physical lenses of a headset, your brain merges those two split images into one immersive 3D world. So your phone isn't glitching out, it's just super excitedly preparing for a VR adventure that you, well, didn't actually mean to start. Now, you might be wondering, why did this appear if I don't even own a headset? I want to completely let you off the hook here, because this happens in the most innocent ways possible. First up, and honestly the most common culprit, you probably just accidentally tapped the VR button. It looks like a tiny little cardboard mask icon, and it's so easy to fat finger when you're just trying to hit pause or skip an ad. Second, you might have clicked on a video that was actually filmed in 360 degrees or in a VR format. Sometimes, the YouTube app senses that specialized format and just automatically switches into VR mode, kind of thinking it's doing you a massive favor. So yeah, it's really just a mistaken tap or an automatic app response. No big deal. Section 2, the rescue. Here's how to easily escape VR mode.
Okay, it's time for your step-by-step rescue guide. Step 1, if you actually do have a VR headset handy and you meant to do this, well, just tap continue and have fun. But assuming you want out, here are your escape routes. Route A is super simple. Just press the back button on your phone. That physical or digital back swipe is usually enough to kick it right out of the mode. Route B, tap your screen to bring up the video controls, hunt down that little cardboard mask icon, the exact one that caused this whole mess, and just tap it once more to toggle it off. And finally, Route C, the old reliable IT trick. If your phone is being a little stubborn, just completely close the YouTube app. Swipe it away, shut it down, and reopen it. I guarantee one of these quick methods will snap your phone right back to its normal, single-screen self.
Section 3, persistent glitches. Let's talk about next steps for stubborn screens. Now, I do need to ask you a very direct question here. Does this split VR screen appear every single time you open YouTube? If it was just a one-off thing because you bumped a button, you are totally in the clear. But if you're closing the app, reopening it, trying totally normal videos, and YouTube just stubbornly insists on forcing you into VR mode over and over again, well, then we need to level up from our quick exit strategy and do a tiny bit of actual diagnostic troubleshooting. If you're battling that kind of stubborn, recurring loop, you're going to need to gather some very specific details to get it fixed, usually by posting on a support forum or waiting for an app update. As your friendly tech guide, here is exactly what you need to jot down. First, figure out your specific phone model. Are we talking about a Vivo, a Samsung, a Redmi? Different brands handle app interfaces in their own quirky ways. Second,
find out your current YouTube app version. You can usually dig this up right in your phone's app settings because sometimes a specific recent update just has a really weird bug. And third, do a quick test. Does this happen with literally every video you click on, or does it only happen with one specific video every time? Getting these 3 pieces of info together is absolutely crucial for figuring out the root cause of a persistent bug.
But hey, let's wrap this explainer up on a high note. You started this totally panicked, absolutely convinced your device was a goner. But as we've seen, it's literally just a harmless feature, and now you have the exact toolkit to escape it anytime it accidentally pops up. But I want you to ask yourself this. Now that you know exactly what this mode does, and now that you have the confidence to easily turn it off, are you ready to actually try it out? Seriously, what seemed like a terrifying glitch is actually a really brilliant, immersive feature built right into your device. It's just sitting there, waiting for a cheap piece of cardboard to unlock a totally new way to experience video. So maybe next time you accidentally bump that button, instead of rushing to close it, you'll decide to lean in and explore. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and hey, happy viewing!